Hey everyone, so I am back again with another first impressions in review video, and today's video is going to be about the Charlotte Tilbury Magic Foundation. As soon as I saw this, I was really intrigued because I know that their magic creams are amazing, at least that's what I've heard. So a magic foundation seemed really up my alley. Even though I have enough foundations and I told myself I was not gonna buy another foundation, here we are. So on the box it says right here that it's a flawless long-lasting coverage, and it has sunscreen SPF of 15. This is the front of the box. It's really pretty. And then this is what the packaging looks like. So a nice frosted glass bottle, and then you open and it's like a white pump, which is nice. It's a full coverage demi-matte foundation. It's supposed to be long lasting. It has hyaluronic acid in it, which is amazing. Hyaluronic acid, if you don't know, is super moisturizing. I don't know what mushroom extract does, and vitamin C is always nice to have in anything that you put on your face. It did say to put a powder on your T-zone and chin. The one that it recommends is the Airbrush Flawless Finish Powder, which I do not own, so I'm kind of debating if I should put a powder since it tells me to put a powder. I probably won't, just to see how it wears. I have no primer on right now. I got mine in the shade medium 7, and I think on the website it says that that's a nice like medium neutral shade with like what is it, like medium to tan undertone, I believe. So I'm just gonna use a beauty blender to apply it to half of my face and then a brush with the other half. So I think it's pretty much the right shade. I forgot to mention I do have redness, as you can probably see, right around my nose, and just like a couple blemishes on both sides of my face. So it looks like it's covering that pretty nicely. With the beauty blender, I'm getting kind of more of a radiant finish. So yeah, it's taking care of some of the redness right here. I don't have quite as much blemishes on this side of my face, so I can't really tell you. I always struggle with like my forehead because my forehead is a little bit darker than the rest of my face. Looks pretty natural. Doesn't look cakey or anything. But I am using a beauty blender to apply it. That is one side of my face, and that was one pump, so I'm gonna pump a little bit more on the back of my hand. And then I'm gonna use a brush, and this is the It Cosmetics, God, it's rubbed off. This is a It Cosmetics Airbrush Buffing Foundation, and I don't know what number it is because it's completely rubbed off. But yeah, take a bit of that and then kind of do downward strokes to apply it at first. Yeah, looks like it matches pretty good. So I don't know if you can tell, but the other side did kind of dry to a nice demi-matte. It is it is pretty natural looking. Yeah, so on this side where I had a little bit more blemishes, you can kind of see that there's like some redness showing through. Very faint, not a lot. So I'm just gonna try and build on that. So I was able to dab a little bit more foundation on the areas that a little bit more redness was showing through, and I think it did a pretty good job of covering it. So I'm not going to set this with powder or anything, not my whole face at least. I'm going to finish up the rest of my makeup and check back in with you. So I am done doing the rest of my makeup. I only set under my eyes here, and then everywhere else I didn't. This is what it looks like. Yes, I need to get my eyebrows done. Overall, it is pretty matte, not super matte, so the demi-matte is correct. It is actually pretty late right now. I probably should have done this earlier, but I was filming. It is 6:30, but I'm going to wear this for the rest of the night. I might work out, I might not. Who really knows? But I'm going to see how this wears throughout the night. Check in with you in a few hours, I guess.
He say that he never loved me back. It was really hard.
And then, nervous man. Dan's already told his final 2 women he loves them.
I never thought that's where my heart would go.
But you
How's The Bachelor?
what he says now.
How's The Bachelor?
No. Bless you.
You are now. Alright, hello everybody. It is 11:04. So this has been on, put it on at 6:30, so 5.5 hours. So far, so good. I really haven't done anything though, like I've literally just been sitting here. It's starting to wear away in the crevices of my nose, and my nose is getting shiny. Just so far, like the tip right here is starting to get shiny. In the crevices of my nose, the foundation has completely worn away, which isn't that big of a deal, but 5 hours later, I'm just now starting to get shiny. It is settling into fine lines. I have like sometimes a wrinkle on my forehead right there that you can see. And even when it's like, I'm trying not to like do my forehead wrinkle, but it's hard because like I do it when I look up. Oh, and my concealer gets into my fine lines and my face, I know that, but yeah. You can see that even without me like looking up, that there is still a line right there. So it does settle into my fine lines, which luckily I don't have very much of, but I mean, if you are somebody that has a lot of fine lines, that could be something that's a little bit worrisome. Although, like I said, I don't have primer, so if you use like a smoothing primer or really just any primer that'll kind of like smooth that out, it might be, you might get a different outcome than what's happening to my forehead right here. So yeah, other than that, it still looks pretty good everywhere else on my face. It's pretty matte. It's not worn off on here, which can happen a lot to me. And I mean, after like almost 6 hours and it's just starting to wear off now, pretty decent. It is really late. Like I said, it's 11:04. It's 11:08 now, but I should be taking off my makeup soon, but I'm actually gonna wait until it's pretty late just to see, maybe another 2 hours, just to see how much longer it wears now that it's starting to break apart around my nose and I'm starting to get oily. So we'll see how it looks in a couple more hours. Hey guys. I've tried to film this so many times. Oh wait. Okay, so it is 2 o'clock in the morning. Yes, 2 o'clock in the morning. I wanted to try to wear this for as long as possible, and I think I've pretty much hit my mark. It's been pretty much 7.5 hours. I'm getting sniffly. That's when I know I should be going to sleep. But you can see, I don't know if you can see actually, on my nose it's pretty much just worn away. Around it, it's starting to wear away even more, especially right here. On my chin too. Yeah, that's not highlight. When I first applied it, it was awesome. I really liked it. I liked how it looked because it was matte, but it was still pretty natural looking, and it had nice medium coverage. Like when I had the redness on my face and it didn't quite cover it with the first application, and then I had to go and build it up some more, just a little bit, and it covered, so that's really nice. So I'd say it's a nice medium coverage. I didn't put on any primer, like I said probably 1,000 times at this point. I didn't put on any primer or set with any powder, even though it says to set with powder, so it did warn me. With both of those things, this makeup, this foundation probably would have lasted a little bit longer, but I'm pretty okay with how long it lasted without either of those things. For the most part, it's still on my face. Like, it's only really wearing off right here, which isn't terrible. Everywhere else, it's still on my face. It's honestly not looking terrible. But then again, I didn't really do much. I kind of sat in my room the entire time Uriel and I were watching The Bachelor, and I've just been editing, so if I was doing more, it probably would have started being shiny earlier. I don't know, because I didn't do more. I kind of just sat here. That is the Charlotte Tilbury foundation, Magic Foundation. It's pretty alright. I kind of like it. I kind of like it. It is that time where I need to take off all my makeup and go to sleep. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you next time. Bye.